Good evening, my people. Peace, peace. Want to welcome you all to the Big Picture IG Live podcast. Um, we have a great episode today with our brother, Glowfather, also known as Meeno from Harlem World. Okay. Want everybody just to tune in, peep our brother. We're going to see what he's been up to, have some conversation, and let's get live. All right. So he's tapping in right now. Right to it. Peace, King.
What's up, my brother? How are you?
Salute, salute.
What's up, General? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm loving the hoodie, man. The hoodie's
Oh,
fire.
thank you. Thank you, sir. You know that's that we want in merch. You can tap it
Yes.
now. Yeah, we got a
Yes.
lot of things going on.
Yes, man. How
My
was the
sound is good. You can
huh?
hear me?
Oh, I can hear
You
you
can hear me?
clear, bro. I
Okay,
can hear you
perfect.
clear. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How was the spades thing the other day? I saw you had a spades competition
The
going.
tournament was crazy, man. It was the first one.
Okay.
Um, Gotham came up with the concept, just to bring that feel back. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That community feel. And what's more
Okay.
community spades, what's more family. So it turned out great. We actually having another one March 19th. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
we setting the tone for the summer, man. We coming.
Okay. Okay. I didn't start learning how to play spades till late in the game, but I think I'm gonna have to pop out, man.
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
have to.
because you ain't even gotta play. Just come be community. Come be
Oh, people
communal,
can
man.
pop up too. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
okay, okay. So, all right, cool. I love the merch. I love the hats y'all got, the
Hmm.
hoodies, of course.
Yes.
The freaking Big Mac boxes. Like, what the?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a lot coming. We want in burgers. We got the umbrellas. We got the socks. We got everything you need. You know what I mean? Because we want in. We pushing that issue real big. You know what I mean?
Big bro, I have people at my job at the hospital. Like, yo, they got their own restaurant. Like,
Yeah, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny.
yeah.
Yeah, for real though.
Yo, peace to Gotham for tapping into, man. Gotham City,
Yes,
I
sir.
see you, God. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So let's get it started, big bro. Let's get it started. All right. So everybody know you as Meeno. I've known you as Meeno forever.
Hmm.
How did you cross over to the new name slash Glowfather? How did that come upon?
Well, you know what I'm saying? As in transitioning,
Yes.
just moving forward in careers and everything that I was doing. I just wanted to build a brand. You know what I'm saying? And
Copy.
it started the word glow. I started like 14 years ago with it, right? And it was during the time that swag was out, and I wanted to replace glow for swag. Forget swag, we going glow. You know what I'm saying? It's really an acronym for God's light over the world. Just want to
Copy.
make sure everybody understands that glow is an acronym for God's light over the world, and it's the network because just like any TV station or any network, it's subsidiaries of it. So it's just because I wanted to connect with all type of peoples. It's not just about me. So the
Mm-hmm.
network thing of it, God's light over the world, and networking this thing to take it to a next level. So that's about
Mm.
14 years ago. I started that thing right there, Glow Network.
Okay. Okay.
Uh
Okay. So we're
huh.
going we're going to double back a little bit.
Uh
Um,
huh.
how did you start rapping?
Oh man, how did I start rapping? Man, I was rapping for so long. Like in high school, that was like my thing. I went to Hayes, all boy high school, so it was real competitive, real, testosterone everywhere. And I was known as the guy with the music. Even if you read my yearbook, I always had on the Kid Capri tapes, and I
Mm-hmm.
was spitting at that time. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, of course, Grease. He was the young producer coming up in the hood. He's 2'9", I'm 2'8". So, I had access. I began to get access to actually being able to lay tracks. You know what I'm saying? And take it more serious. So,
Yes.
um, just being a fan of hip hop
Mm-hmm.
it transitioned into being an actual artist. And, being that I had access to beats, right around the corner and can actually hone my craft and
Hmm.
you have it. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So
yeah.
Dame Grease, he played a
Oh,
big role.
the
He
role. That's the guy. That's the honcho. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy.
Okay, all right.
That's for everybody too. We could get into that, you know, but yeah, Greece.
Okay, all right. So what type of impact did Big L have on your music career?
Um, you got to know me and L is kind of the same age, so he didn't really
Okay,
impact my career in that type of manner. You know what I'm saying? Because we was coming up, it was the same race. Like people
got
who
you.
actually impacted my career is people like Rakim. You know what I'm saying? Who I actually was looking at. People like G Rap. Who I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's definitely the guy.
Hmm.
You know, L was a trendsetter for Harlem, but impacting my career, no, we was
Yeah.
in the the same race.
So pretty much, because you know L, he was signed like in what, like 95 or
I
something,
believe so.
95.
I'm not too good with
Yeah,
with his
yeah,
math, but yeah, somewhere
yeah.
he was
So
one of our early pioneers like Gruff. And I'm saying he
mhm,
was they was leading the way early, getting them contracts when we talking about contracts. You feel what I'm saying?
and that
Definitely.
just made you more hungrier. That just made you more
Oh man.
hungrier to get to the bag. And
Well, I'm gonna be honest, man.
okay, okay,
You know, the rap thing, right? It was always in my blood and it was just going on, but it was other things going on. You know, I was in college. You know, I came home. I was back then. I was working for 9X, but I was still rapping. We were still honing. I was still honing my craft, right? And
got you.
around '97,
Hmm.
Mace is popping at this time. You know, Grease done produced. Niggas done started something. He done just produced. Like DMX whole album, The Energy is Up. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
On the
Hmm.
rap game. Now it's coming from us being little street rappers where it's transitioning to dollars being made and shit of that nature. And
Hmm.
we knew Mace was, just like I said, Grease had the beats. So I knew Mace
Hmm.
caught in from before, you know what I mean? Everybody started getting on, but around 9/7, Murder was hot and we had got the word that, Mace wanted to, if he get this Harlem World deal, he wanted to sign me. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
um, that thing came around and, out of the whole vacant lot situation, like I had a deal before Grease had a deal. You feel what I'm saying? As an artist,
Okay,
I got signed to Harlem World. That's why
okay,
I wasn't exactly on Vacant Lot at first. Because if Grease would have had the deal first, I would have signed straight to Vacant Lot. But it was a
okay,
play for
okay.
us, being that Meech was already, you know what I'm saying, active. It's like, all
Yeah.
right, we're going to let you go here. Then you're going to get your solo with Vacant Lot / whatever.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Okay.
that's how
So
it kind of went.
yeah, I like that you brought that up too, because tomorrow
Uh huh. It's the
makes
anniversary.
yeah
The
makes
big day.
tw- it makes 23 years
The big day.
since the Harlem World of Movement album was
Yeah.
released.
Yeah.
And the record, it did good. It went gold in pretty
Yeah,
much
in a month.
30 days.
In a month. Yeah, we went gold in a month, man. For sure.
So, all right, so can you just let the people know, like like what did you learn from like the work ethic that y'all had to put in? Because in order, I saw what y'all was doing. I was watching
Uh-huh.
from I was young boys watching from the sidelines. What
Uh-huh.
what kind of work ethic did you guys
Well,
learn from that?
that's kind of the key word, the work ethic, as far as studio.
The promo tours, all of that. The because this is when CDs was out. So you
Yeah, this
guys
is
sold 500,000 CDs. Y'all was going to the stores. You
yeah.
know the deal.
Tower Records, our
Yeah.
signing was at Tower on 2/5. We going to the mom and pops, OT, the whole thing. But you said what was the probably the most valuable lesson?
Yes.
It was the work ethic in studio. Because like I said, I was an MC when I started with Mace. I wasn't a new jack. So,
Okay.
I was used to being in the studio, but the discipline of creating an album in the
Yes.
studio was kind of different. And then we had to, and that's where Mace made sure we figured out amongst ourselves how to create this rhythm to this album. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, and it would be like, yo, um, we working on these joints, and if like say somebody had a verse and they was having a problem with it, as a team, we had to make sure the person get through that verse. Like, yo, you got to go back.
Collectively.
Right.
Collectively.
So it was the skill set of like being a true artist in that studio. I could say like was the most valuable lesson for me. You know what I'm saying? I was always a workhorse, but then I understood how to really turn that wheel. You gotta be in the lab. That's rap 101. You gotta, because the more joints you do, the closer you get into your hits. Now that's how it go. You have to put in the work. So yeah, that
Okay.
was the number one.
Okay. So
Mhm.
what was the experience like shooting the Cali Chronic video in LA? Because I peeped Lil Bow Wow was in that video, and this is before he even dropped the record. So what was that energy like?
It's very funny about that.
Yeah.
If you watch it again, the beginning of it, we're in a blood territory. When we
Okay.
out in front of the whole set and all that, that was a blood
Mm-hmm.
set. It was real because the funny thing, they started coming out. You know what I'm saying? They all on the trailers and all that. Loon, he's a Crip. So,
Okay.
at that time, we basically took them on the bus. If you notice, there's some guys in the background and the fence on one of them. We kind of put them in the video to kind of, just soothe the thing over. But Snoop wasn't coming over there to record his joint. We had to go to another area because that blood and Crip thing is for real out there. And Snoop was like, y'all crazy. He was over there with them. I ain't coming over there. So we went to another location, shot the JD scenes, and I mean it was great, man. We signed to So Def. Uncle Snoop gave us that loop, and that's just
Mm-hmm.
forever solidified. That's a classic too in LA. That's a big record for us in
Mm-hmm.
LA too. They love that. That's like a
Okay.
cult classic, that Cali
Yeah.
Chronic.
Yeah. That joint is heavy. You on the hook? I was like, I hope he got a verse, and there you was, bam.
I mean,
So
come on. Come on. I saw
so
that,
yeah. You definitely glowed on that. So peep game. So
Yes.
um I know you probably saw some of the Kanye West documentary,
All of it.
right? And he spoke about how, I believe that was his first project working with you guys with the Harlem World. Can you
Uh-huh.
just talk about what the experience was like working with Kanye and Just Blaze? Because it says that Just Blaze, I read in an article that
He got our name. He got his name from us.
from y'all. So what was that? What's up with that? How'd that go?
Um, Somebody asked me about that maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I
Yeah.
suppose I tapped in the Cardi to get the exact Just Blaze story, but we definitely named Just Blaze. That's
Damn.
that's not fiction. That's facts.
Some Harlem
Um,
shit.
yes, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like and Yeezy, that song "You Made Me," which is like the first beat he sold. It's like on his scroll that
Okay.
when he talks about his tattoos on his arm. The song is "You Made Me." That's me, Loon, Carl Thomas, and Nas. That's like the first beat he ever sold, and that was crazy. But Yeezy always wanted to rap. When he in there with us, of course he's dropping off the beats, but he more want to be, yo, let's spit. He was, you see him. We was all young, so he was more. He's always been an MC more than a producer to me, even though he knew he had to lead with his beats. But that rap thing, to get it, he was destined to get off what he needed to say. Put it like that, because he always made sure we understood. Nah, y'all know I go right. I ain't just a producer here. Nah, let's
Yeah.
rhyme. So yeah, that's what that was about.
So y'all was sparring a little bit in there.
All the
Some MC
time.
spar?
All the time. Yeah, he's a real MC. That's what I'm trying to tell you. More than the producer
Okay.
starting MC.
All right. So
Mm-hmm.
what's the relationship like with everyone now? Y'all still talking? What's the
Harlem
love
World?
like? Yeah.
Harlem brothers. We was brothers before all that. That's
Cool. Cool.
for the world. You know what I'm saying? Because
So
the town know, because they see us out on
yeah.
regular, whether we on Linux, whatever. We brothers. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's that bond. And the things that we shared as artists and professionals brought us stronger. Of course, we have regular shit like brothers and sisters do, but at the end
Yeah.
of the day, everybody is brothers.
So it's a big question, bro. Like,
Uh-huh.
I see the bro Sugar J. He got the single out. I see you dibbling dabbling to music, producing, and all of that. Will
Mhm.
there ever be another Harlem World project?
Not for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, we passed that phase in life.
I feel.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel.
Harlem
I
World
feel.
is mine. That's mine. That's my symbol. I rep
Got
all
you.
out. I rep the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Hug
Uh-huh.
Six. But like coming together with, we passed that in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we could keep that a hundo, and
Yeah.
you know, that's where we at with that.
Put it on the wall. Put it on the wall.
Yeah, it's up there.
So let's talk about Harlem is the World Glow Network 2022.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Mm.
I like that feeling, I like that vibe. So let's talk about,
Yeah.
a couple of the artists you working with and what's some
hmm
things you got coming through with us.
Um. Well, you know, I got Lady Matt. You know,
Mm.
we started working with her last year. Just she's a brand new artist.
Is she from Houston or
Yeah, she's
from?
from Houston.
Okay, copy,
She's
copy.
from Houston. She lives here in Harlem now.
All
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So last year we was just like you said, you see how you kind of familiar with her. We was just getting the people familiarized with her and everything she's doing. We got her a brand new single for her coming out. What's this? In May, her new single, her summer spring single. She got the lingerie right now, Laundry. Tap in, and go check all her songs and visuals out right now. And we just building her buzz. I got Breeze. You know, we got a new single coming on her. I like the weather because everybody been kind of still, so we just
Mm-hmm.
building out for the summer. We got a
Mm-hmm.
new single for Breeze coming.
I like her
Um,
flow. Her flow is
you
crazy.
like Breeze?
I like her.
Yeah, we working on some new joints for her right now. Um, and this thing right here, you know what I'm saying? This We
Yeah,
Want More
man.
movement, right? You know what I mean? The Gotham City Guard, right? This
Mm-hmm.
movement right here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm working with him right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm managing this Gotham City Guard situation, and the We One in the label. You know, we got some big announcements about this coming as well. We're gonna keep that quiet for a minute, but it's gonna
Okay.
be a big summer for We One in from we got the team in the Rucker, we got the team in the Kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Quiet as kept. We're working on this film. It's gonna be crazy. So We
Mm-hmm.
One in Glow Network. It's a glow.
Mm-hmm.
It's big for Harlem, you know, because it's
Okay.
time to
Okay.
show some real unity out here, you know.
Okay. All right. So from you being an artist,
Uh huh.
executive producer, and all of that, right?
Uh huh.
Like, how do you like the direction that Kanye West is going musically?
Uh
Using his personal issues as
huh.
motivation and creating his own narrative.
Well, I think that's so important in a fucking clone world that we're in right now. And if you look and you see the documentary, he's been on that time, right? Like y'all are fucking clones. It's nothing wrong with being creative. Use your own mind, see it how you see it, and express it. That's why anybody I work with, any artist, any whatever I'm doing, whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? I always tell them authenticity, originality is the key. Now, you might not see how you can succeed in it. That's the trick.
Yeah.
It's easy to go be a clone and try to make the song everybody's making and do, right? But in originality, you might not get the likes or the sight at first of people because you're not being the clone. But eventually, being that you are authentic, it begins to stick out. And for me, I work that way because I'm a habitual line skipper. That's how I feel. I don't wait on line. So I play the authenticity game. And I think that's the key to this shit, especially in this world right now. So everything Yeezy is doing from the stem player, because see, at this point for Yeezy, why he's really excelling because he's past the stress of money,
Got you.
right? They build us in this stress of everyday survival. And you, as you can see in the documentary, Yeezy had the blueprint out, but some days he was still hungry. You get what I'm saying? So he surpassed those things. So now it's really free to go and be fully expressive. So yes, like you said, he's the leader. I look at him as that.
Mhm. That's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. So
Mm-hmm.
do you find yourself also again as an artist slash
Mm-hmm.
executive producer? Do you
Mm-hmm.
find yourself doing more executive producing than creating like your own music?
Well, for me musically, like when I am gonna drop something, it's gonna be out of want, not need, like I'm saying, because I'm not chasing. I'm mean already. That's why we here with an interview with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I did that. We did the Harlem World thing. That's the first half of my career. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
really chasing the rapper side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the other side of the fence now. So for me,
Facts.
it's a balance, and I still get to do the things I love and create with the new generation, because that's what it's about, passing the torch and getting the things
Sure.
going and making sure they ain't gotta, it's the fast track when you fuck with me, because you ain't gotta go through the shit I went through. I know what not to do. I can help
Yeah.
you fast track your shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's my specialty.
I like that, man, because it's like you're embracing your story.
Yeah, of
You're
course.
you're not running away from the real, like you're going with your heart.
Yeah, of course. We have to.
That's
That's a lot of these people's problem. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? They're not
beyond the
who they're
tune.
supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. That's a fact. So all right. So
Yeah.
lately, I've been seeing
Uh-huh.
a few opportunities and grants offered to for artistic programs,
Uh-huh.
right? And this is mainly because there's a lot of crime has been going on
Yeah.
in the communities past couple
Uh-huh.
years, due to COVID and things of that nature.
Yes.
So how important do you think these programs are for these kids? Because not just crime is creating crime, it's also giving some of these kids mental health issues because they're not having anything to do.
Definitely. That's funny you asked, because the same thing that is kind of fucking us over can help us. And that's the music. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the influence is.
Yes.
That's where because people don't understand the majority of these crimes and things that's going on. It's really young. It's really our youngins. It's like 14 to 22, that age bracket. You know what I'm saying? So, and we know the music is a huge influence. They trying to live out these visions and these songs, but at the same time, having a place to come and record music or shoot their videos, or just to come chill and maybe play PlayStation and be communal, is the same thing that can save our kids. And
Mm-hmm.
because we have to have something that attracts them to come to get the lesson. You can't
Mm-hmm.
just be like this. We passed that stage of, yo, you better. No, you have to understand how like I was saying earlier, I wanted to change swag for glow. You gotta have something to bait them and then tell them, nah, that glow stands for God's light over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Let them be saying it, it's like a fable.
Mm-hmm.
So I think music and the arts, those type of programs, if they get into the right hands, that's another thing too, right? Who's running these programs? Who's actually, because you need communal people like us who actually understand the children, who the children actually can have a true conversation with,
Mm-hmm.
to actually run the programs, not someone who's just not of the culture. So I think,
Mm-hmm.
of course, the programs is great, but it's about who's getting them and where they work in these situations. You get what I'm saying? That's how I feel about
Yeah, yeah. Let me tell you
it.
something, man. I went to school with your brother. You
Hmm.
understand me? And like,
Hmm.
um, I'm gonna pass the information to you.
Hmm.
The email that I got
Okay.
about these corporations who are
Hmm.
giving money for
Right.
artists like yourself
Hmm. Hmm.
to have a program or do anything of that nature.
Right. Right. That's kind of
Because
I had created a whole um curriculum under Glow Network from about the arts that I still have. I wrote it up. I have a good friend of mine's helped me write it up a few years ago. I probably need to refine it right now because it's a few years old. But yeah, like how I wanted to try to enter this music thing into the school. So I definitely need that information because it's that type of energy out here.
I'm gonna send that to you. That
Okay.
makes a lot of sense, man. All right,
Okay.
awesome. I'm loving this, man. Um, I saw a post that you put up earlier. We gonna wrap this up a little bit.
Okay.
Um, I saw a post you put up earlier. You said something today in a post about how some people don't appreciate how much you do for them. They're
Uh-huh.
only concerned about how much they can benefit from you.
From
That
what
hit.
you
That
did
really
for them.
hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a
Just
That was a T
this.
Pain. T Pain had that right, and the shit knocked me to my bones, right? Because the way he worded it, it was so eloquent, but it made so much sense. And he said he had to dumb down helping people, right? Because he
Okay.
realized that people don't give a fuck how much you help them. They give a fuck how much they benefited off of you helping them. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. Like a motherfucker don't care if you help them 90 times. They just care, did it benefit them? Right? If it makes sense. It's kind of next level of thinking. So I mean, but that doesn't mean you stop helping people. It means you sharpen your sword on who you help. Because helping is the key as well. So you can't become cold and jaded because you had some fucked up experiences. It's gonna happen. Even when you're successful, somebody's still gonna fuck you over that you thought. It's gonna happen. That's part of life.
Yeah.
It's just sharpening your sword so those painful cuts become a little less painful because you was kind of expecting it. Or you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You know, like he said, he dumbed down, he ain't stopped. He just had to dumb it down a little bit and watch who you help. And you know, that's what it's about.
Cool. So last but not least,
Yes.
tomorrow is March 9th.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's going way up.
It
and it makes my son's 28th birthday. Yeah, his birthday is March 9th too. My son.
Man.
Yeah, it's a big day for me tomorrow.
Happy birthday to your son.
Yeah, my junior. His birthday tomorrow too. Yeah.
So tomorrow also makes 25 years since Biggie Smalls died.
The GOAT.
So let's talk about
Papa
himself, Biggie.
Papa. See how I say his name? Because that's how I feel about Papa. Like, you know, the cadence, the delivery.
Like, where was, not to cut you off, like, where was you at when Big, talk about that, and also tell us where was you at when you found out that Big died, if you can remember.
When Big died, I'm not sure, but I know Grease was out there in LA when it happened with the locks and all that. So yeah, mentally I can't put myself in the space of where I was at. But just the to live when Papa was living, because then I was kind of attached to Papa afterwards through Mace, right? So before I was signed, you know, you just seeing Papa like he's the, you know, and then kind of getting closer to, because Papa had passed by that time, but being closer to the inside of the circle, it just helped me understand like really the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? And he was young. He hadn't even really got to shine his diamond up. You know what I'm saying? And he was coming up with that. You know, so it's like with Papa, his cadence, the way he stretched words, his whole thing is just, he's just one of a kind. I don't even play with Papa like that. That's definitely one of my MC GOATs. Just, and off the 2 albums, period. I don't care about people saying he ain't have enough material. No, it's enough for me.
Yeah, you know what was a special thing about Big, bro? Like, the special thing about Big, and even Pop, you know, these dudes was rocking suits. Really, like, literally rocking suits. 25 years old, 24, 25 years old. Like, they took their craft to the next level. And it's like it's like their music is timeless, number one, but they was just ahead of their music. They was ahead of the freaking times, man. Real rap.
Yeah, they two special individuals.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
They was definitely here to put a certain stamp and a certain
set the bar. To set the bar too.
Yeah, you got it. That's a bar. Hey, nobody's getting over that bar. So they said it like, let's be clear about that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's be clear.
Yeah, I kind of put those guys separate, and then we kind of make the list. You know what I'm saying? Of the top 10. Those guys, let's give them their own thrones, you know? So that.
So can I get, we're gonna wrap it up, but let me get your top 5. What's your top 5? Get on live.
Top Feezy and no Pacific and no order. I'm just talking.
Order. We're not doing that.
I'm talking just MC skills. It's Rakim, it's Hove, it has to be Nas Escobar, and we're not talking Pac and Biggie. Straight skill set after that. Uncle L, I fuck with the Future, the funk. and you know, Uncle L, damn, I have to give it to Weezy is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Wayne is
Mm-hmm.
like, when we talk about lyricists and people, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, and that's five. Not, I ain't even say my man Kiss, you know, because it gets crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah, it
saying?
can get crazy. It can get
When
crazy.
we talking about these lyricists, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Entertainers is different, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's like my top six. I had to get Kiss.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I think impact plays a lot
Oh
when
yeah,
you're
yeah,
naming these people.
yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
said part two of this interview. Yeah, we're gonna do a part
yeah.
two. We
He
definitely
know I'm
gonna do a
here.
part two.
I'm one call away. You know, he know
All
that.
right, all
He
right,
know
big
that.
bro. So
All right.
listen, I appreciate you coming on, and I'm
Yes,
gonna holler
sir.
at you later, family.
No problem. I got you.
All right,
Peace.
later.
All right.